Welcome back to another episode of The Frost Show. Yeah, I'm actually recording this episode like 2 days after I recorded the last episode. Yeah, this is quite back-to-back recording. But I just want to, get everything, recorded, the week before again, and edited. Actually, last week I did have all the videos, recorded a week before, but not edited, but I didn't have the podcast recorded, obviously, because stuff just kind of happened, and, the previous week just busy, and this week has just been this weird, emotional, sleepless roller coaster. And yeah, so it's like Friday, March 16th. Tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day, so I might go in the city. Go to McDonald's. Get Shamrock Shake, y'all. So yeah, tonight, sleep doesn't really matter because if I feel tired, I can go to sleep. So at my school, at the vending machine, they sell these, like Starbucks, Frappuccino things, that they come in the bottle. I bet you've seen them. They have them there in a vending machine. It's like a coffee drink. I got that today because I just felt like I needed it. And surprisingly, I haven't felt tired all day. When, tonight, last night, I only got, 5 hours sleep. And then, the night before, it didn't feel like I even slept, but time went by, but it was, weird. It's I woke up, multiple times. I had trouble staying asleep, and then the night before, I don't even know. It was just a big freaking mess, so I was yeah, it's just all a mess. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. But I can sleep in. But one problem is that, in the morning, light starts shining into your room, wakes you up, you can't sleep in, because that's the problem with having blinds, and you can't just completely block your window, and it's just, really? I haven't been feeling tired all day, and I still do not feel tired. So, maybe it's because I'm, my body is, running on, overdrive. I'm just overtired. No, I don't feel tired, but I'm just, running on nothing, pretty much. But, my sleep's just all messed up. Just this week's just been really weird, because on Wednesday, I had my whole afternoon, didn't have, my classes all afternoon, because, we were, there's this thing that our school does that I don't really think, many other schools do, it's called, connections. It's, where you, do this, project of your choosing, but you have to, connect it somehow to 2 of your courses. So I'm doing, this, filmmaking, daily vlog kind of thing. I may have talked about this on the podcast before, but, it's gonna be, this, day in the life kind of thing, so it's, a daily vlog. I'm gonna be recording it for 2 weeks, and I actually got quite a bit done that afternoon on Wednesday, and it's pretty cool. I actually got quite a bit done. I got my backboard poster thingamajig done. Got my essay, which I'm actually connecting it to ELA and then ICT. I think I might have actually talked about this in the previous podcast. I don't know, but the previous podcast, last podcast was just this big mumble jumble mess of me just completely losing it, and that actually was recorded on Wednesday night, and I was just this weird emotional mess where I was freaking out about sleep because last night, of course, I went skiing, and next week is gonna be our last time. Next week is gonna be it, so one more week, but it's just, you know, like next week, it's pretty much just going to be Thursday and then Friday, and then I just have a week off, so nothing really to worry about there, because, you know, but I just think, just how I, like, do it on Thursday nights, it's just not, like, it's just not good, because it's, like, I was, like, completely, like, almost, like, losing it, I was completely going insane, because it's, like, 3 consecutive nights that I have not had very good sleep, and I really don't know, and apparently my uncle, like, bought me, like, these melatonin tablets that I could have took last night, and then, like, one night, like, I think it was on, like, Tuesday night, so this is, like, going quite a bit back, honestly, so, yeah, this has been happening pretty much almost all week. So on Tuesday night, I was having trouble falling asleep. It was, like, 11, so then I took this, like, sleep aid kind of thing. I had trouble falling asleep in my own bed. Like, it might be the bed, maybe, possibly, but then it might also be the temperature of my room, because holy fuck, most of the heat from, like, the furnace goes to my room, so, like, it's, like, you know, it's, like, the hottest room in the house, and it's just, like, holy fuck, man. So it's, like, yeah, and so it's hard to fall asleep in there. Like, my bed's, like, the one that closest to the window, so I can, like, it's getting warmer outside now, so I can actually open up the window, and it's not, like, frozen shut anymore. So I can open that up, but still, like, the blinds are blocking the wind, and then I have a fan, like, honestly, I use fans more in the wintertime than I do in the summer, like, because it's hotter in my room in the wintertime than it is during the summer, and it's, like, most people think, well, wouldn't it be the opposite? But no, it's the complete freaking weirdest thing ever, and to add on top of that, my dad, like, loves to blast the heat, and oh my god, it's just awful. But right now I'm at my grandma's house. I'm just kind of recording it here. I do want to, I have both a video for Never Too Late and my main channel filmed for next week. I finished editing the one for my main channel. I still have to edit the one for my, Never Too Late, for Cloud channel. And it's just both skiing footage. It's just what I'm feeling like. And it's just weird. But, and then I still have to film the vlog, which is probably just gonna be another uncut one. So yeah, but honestly, I can stay up till 12 and see if that will help me kind of get back on the sleeping schedule, or if I absolutely cannot fall asleep. I'm gonna probably eventually, if that just doesn't work out, have to start taking those melatonin tablets, like they're like natural or whatever, and hopefully maybe it will somehow help. But I don't know, like, sleep problems, I think, like, actually runs in my family, because my grandpa actually suffers from not being able to fall asleep. Like, I've stayed at my grandma's house, like, multiple times, and he's, like, up, like, 10 times through the night, and he has trouble sleeping, and then, same with my dad, he gets up through the night a lot, and it's just, like, probably in the genes, and it's just, like, really starting to hit me now. It's like, man, it's crazy. And then, like, eventually I do want to get, like, a part-time job, so, like, you know, I can't really control the hours too much, so I might actually have to stay up late, and then, you know, but, I think, like, a lot of the reason I couldn't really, like, had trouble sleeping on Wednesday night was because, like, it was just, like, incredibly, like, a lot of anxiety for Thursday night. And I was like, I know, like, I've talked about this in so many podcasts, but it's like Thursday nights have just been like the whole, almost like focus of this whole winter, because it's just like been like, it's like ski, 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 and you don't know what's, you know, it's just, you feel like you're just on this like weird thing that you just like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. And my dad does work the night shift, so I think he's getting it hard more than me, because like he has to do it like for a week at a time. Like he gets a week off, but then like it's like he's up all night, but then he has to find a way to sleep during the day, and but he's having trouble with that too. So it's like, you know, like winter is just not a good time for sleep, at least for now. And I don't really know if I want to be in the like this ski club thing if we're still here, which you probably most likely will, next year, because it's just feeling, it's just hard to, but like it's just too much. And unless like they like were to like move it to like Friday night or whatever, I don't think I would want to pursue ski club anymore. Next year I may want to try something different. I do want to do basketball, actually. Like like, believe it or not, like I enjoy playing basketball, and I do want to join basketball, and I do want to be in basketball, because I wanted to join this year, but like at my school, like they don't have a boys team. Like they were gonna have this boys team, like they were like signing up in like November, October, and that's I think when I'm pretty sure it's like November, when like the end of November, and it was kind of like, because I was already like signed up for ski club, and I just thought it would be too much, because like ski club and then going to like these basketball games and basketball practice, and it would just been you know, like you're just going. It's just like what's going on here? It's just like, and then like skiing, basketball, and then like next year I do absolutely want, like, have to join choir. I'm going to join choir. I could have joined this year, probably could have, because I don't think choir takes up too much time outside of school, because like unless it's like a performance or whatever, but like you pretty much just practice at lunch, and you're like, okay, cool. But like I actually was going to join choir, but like the day, like the first thing was gonna be, like, I probably like could have signed up in the office, and I could have just skipped the first meeting or whatever. But like I was like rationalizing with myself, and I was just like, you know, I just didn't. But then I ended up like joining this thing called like Social Justice Club, which on occasion you do stuff outside of school, which back in October on Halloween I did this like food drive, and then around Christmas time we did help with these hampers, which was, you know, in the evening. But it's like not like it's like it takes up your sleep, it affects your sleep, because it's just like here, done, okay, cool. And I think what I'm gonna just do next year is not do ski club, and do basketball, choir, and then maybe be in like social justice again, because basketball will, you know, definitely take time. May on occasion, you know, affect sleep, but still works. And then choir, so I can get back into singing, because eventually I do want to get back into singing. I do want to do singing lessons, but it's just, skiing's just really expensive, and I do want to do skiing, but just on my own time, on, like, the weekend or whatever, where I don't have to, like, where I can do it, like, throughout the day. Like, I think, like, the best time to go skiing, honestly, is, like, just during the day, and not, like, in the evening, because it's, like, when it's in the evening, it starts to get dark, and, like, night skiing is, like, was cool at first, but it's just, like, when you do it so much that it just gets, like, it messes with your brain. That's just, like, and then, yeah, I'm just coughing. I don't know if there was, like, something in the air here, but it's just, like, I'm coughing here. But, yeah, and I think the Mississippi actually really helped, because, skied during the day and just felt like real skiing, because I think really skiing, I feel like it's just meant to be done when it's light out, and not, like, have these lights shining. But I definitely am going to go next week if they do go. The snow is actually melting pretty fast. Apparently it's supposed to snow on Monday, my grandma said, but I don't really know. I don't really check the weather, so it just kind of, snow just kind of happens. And I just go with the flow here. And, yeah. So there might be more snow. And it might be enough snow for one more, and then, but just, I'm just gonna tell myself just not to worry about Thursday night, and it's just one more time, and then that's it, and then my whole, that whole winter thing will be over, and then it'll be spring, like, after spring break, and then I just, fuck, there's something in the air, I don't freaking know what. Fuck, I have asthma. Fucking black mode, I don't know. Ugh. And actually, I haven't recorded in this room like in quite a bit, because actually, like, the first 2 episodes were actually, like, recorded in this room with my brother Riley. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, I really need to stop fucking coughing. Am I getting the cough back? I don't know. But yeah, that's what's been happening. Actually, on Wednesday night, I went to this, like, Aboriginal program, and I've talked to you about it in the last podcast, and it was actually pretty cool. Well, presentation, not broadcast, but it was, like, at the theater or whatever. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I enjoyed that, and yeah. So I think I'm just gonna check the weather here and see if, that snow is gonna be true, and see how much of a chance there is of actually happening. Holy cow, I have, like, 10,000, like, messages, but that's, like, built up with, like, 2 of my email addresses, but then I have, like, more, so it's probably gonna be more messages. So I do have lots of mail, but I don't delete my email. So yeah, I'm just gonna check the weather here. Actually, on spring break, apparently we might not be going to Alberta. It's up in the air. I definitely won't be leaving, early now, because so, like, what my dad was gonna do is, because, like, this whole, like, night shift thing, it just like, as it's just, like, a winter kind of thing, and this shift that he's on, like, particularly right now, is supposed to be his last shift of the thing, and then they're gonna lay him off. But they're apparently gonna extend it for one more shift, and unless he can get some days off, might not be going. But still up in the air. And I really do want to go because I just want to get out, per se, and Sunday it's scattered flurries. Um, once, yeah, it's gonna, what? Next is sun and -2. Oh, right beside it is Fahrenheit. That makes sense. It's not gonna get to freaking 32. 2 degrees Thursday. Yeah, there probably most likely will be skiing. Most likely. So one more time. Make it count. Woo! Um but yeah. I'm just fucking coughing. It's like something in the air up here. I have to go downstairs. I have to go downstairs pretty soon. Um I've been recording for 21 minutes. I've been recording for a good amount of time. I know last podcast episode was like 23 minutes, but I just feel like the time doesn't matter, and yeah, and just one more thing to talk about, like, before I leave. So on Thursday morning, when I was like riding the bus, I was like listening to like these songs. I was just in this like really weird and emotional state of mind. Maybe it's because I'm running on so little sleep and I'm just completely slowly losing it here. But I was like crying, like feeling like crying on the bus. I didn't cry, but then like I got into school, I went to the bathroom. I like freaking crying for whatever reason. It was just like, I don't even know why I was crying. I actually had like a good time at skiing, honestly. I was listening to music, and I was I think I just overthink things, and I just make things seem like a bigger deal than they are, and especially when you're running on so little sleep, it just feels weird. And I'm honestly not tired right now, and I do want to catch up on sleep, and this weekend's gonna be dedicated to that. Hopefully, catching up on sleep. This weekend's gonna be sleep. That's what it's gonna be. And yeah, tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, but yeah, I ended up crying. I was like freaking out. I was trying to not look like I've been crying, so I was like waiting in the bathroom until I went to like advisory, which is like kind of like homeroom. Like homeroom, like we don't have that. Like we have this thing called advisory at our school, where like it's like you're with like mixed in with, like other grade 9s, and then you mix in with grade 10s, 11s, 12s, it's just like you all meet in one specific room, and like you're with a specific teacher, and they're called your advisor. This phone's not near me, so you probably can't hear me very well, but it's just different at my school. And yeah, and my brother and my cousin and whatever are on a movie called Peter Rabbit, but I just didn't want to go because I just don't feel like it. I'm not tired, but I just feel like I just need that time to, like, I guess kind of like recuperate, because I honestly haven't been on the internet much, which I'm actually quite proud of, like, these past week, because I've just been this weird mess, sleeping past my bell, and I was like 7:20, and then the bus comes at like quarter to 8, so I was like rushing. I usually get up at 6, but then for whatever reason, Wednesday morning, I slept in, but it's probably because I took some sleep aid that my dad had. Probably shouldn't have, but it got me to sleep. Whatever. And I'm probably gonna have to, if this keeps on going, start taking those and see what happens. And I guess just having having almost like a bedtime like ritual, because bed, like especially on ski nights, it's just like rush, 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 bathe, brush your teeth, take your inhaler, which I have asthma, by the way, so I'm very sensitive to the air, so that's probably maybe why I'm coughing. But it's like dry air up here or whatever. It's like, it smells dusty. But yeah, and then like like straight to bed. It's just not like the best thing, because like you're skiing and you're riding in this like bus with a bunch of like screaming kids, which like just don't know how to freaking calm down. And then like you're hearing these screaming kids all the way freaking home. When you get home, you're just like doing all this other stuff, and like your brain's still working, and it's just like, yeah, it's like, so I'm actually recording this right now. It's like 7:55. They're at the movie, and plus I already saw the movie in the theater with my brother, and like the nearest city when it was there, but it's like here this weekend. But I just don't feel like going. It's just my brother and his friend, just pretty much the whole family's going, but my grandma and two of my cousins that are too young to go. One's 2 and one's like a few months old. They're born in November. Yeah, it feels like just like yesterday, like both of them were born. So it's like, crazy. So yeah. It just seems like with these podcasts, like I feel like at first I have nothing to talk about, but just like when I just start talking, it just keeps on going, and just it just makes an episode. And I think I still stand by this, and I think that's just what this podcast is meant to be, just a way just for me to just start talking. It's like almost like a therapy session, like I'm like talking to someone, because honestly, I don't know if I exactly am that really extremely close to someone where I can actually feel like I can actually talk to them. But it's like when you're like recording all these things that you're saying and you're posting online, it's like other people are listening, and it's like, I don't know, it's almost like a therapy session. That's what Joe Sanagato calls his podcast from the basement yard that he does alone, because he's just like just talking about life. And honestly, like those are some of my favorite podcasts that he does, because he's just talking about what's going on in his life. And it's just like, man, people have problems, everyone has problems, and that's just the way the world is, and we just have to figure out life. And no one has life figured out, like not even like I'm far from having life figured out. I'm freaking 15, man. And Joe, like, he's like 26, doesn't have life figured out. I bet like 40 freaking 5-year-olds and like 50-year-olds don't freaking have life figured out yet. Like, no one knows why we're on this earth, and why any of us were put here, and what's the purpose, like, and you just have to remind yourself that, just keep living. Just whatever problems you have trouble with sleep, or like you have trouble with anxiety, which honestly I've been struggling kind of with that, building up to doing things I love, but then like almost anxiety, because it's just like weird. It's just like different. I don't know, or like depression, and you feel like like you don't want to do anything, and you just lost all motivation to do the things that you used to love to do, and everything just feels, I don't know, like stale. And honestly, I've been there at times. So yeah, we're heading in a meaningful direction here. So I think this is actually a good note to end the podcast on. This is actually one of the longer ones It's like 30 minutes I've been recording for, and I think this is a good episode. I'm actually proud of this one. I think a lot of the episodes I've been recording lately, I've actually been, quite enjoyed recording, and I just thoroughly enjoy it. So I know not many people listen to this, and I think it's just meant to be that way, and it's just not meant to really have guests. I may eventually have guests, I don't know, but I think it's just a way for me to vent, and honestly, I'm socially awkward, so I suck at talking to people, don't really have friends, and that's, making YouTube videos and doing this is kind of what I've turned to, and like, I don't really get bullied or anything, but, like, I'm friends with everyone, but I'm just kind of, like, they're more like acquaintances. I don't really have close friends, and I've almost turned to YouTube, and it's just, just a way to get my feelings out there, and, yeah. I started making music, and I think I should just start writing. I should start writing another album. I think I have, just a lot to write from, because, like this winter, I've just been, I just have a lot of experience to write about, so I should start writing. I did write this song a few weeks ago. Haven't really touched back on it, but I could look at the lyrics and see what I could do. And, yeah, it's just gonna be all cool. Life's fine. It's all gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. And, yeah. You all know my social medias. Instagram, Aaron.Frost900. Twitter, AaronFrost1. My vlog channel, Aaron Frost Vlogs. Main channel that you're listening to this on right now, if you're listening to it. Aaron Frost. Collab channel Never Too Late. And my business email, aaroncfrost@aol.com. If you want a brand partnership, want to collab with me, maybe be on the podcast possibly if I feel like it's just right to be on this podcast, because like this podcast has almost become something special. I think this is the 18th, either 18th or 19th episode, and yeah, and I think this is a good, solid episode, and I think it's just good to end it here, so yeah, so see you in the next podcast, and yeah, so goodbye.